The Sandlords ruled the desert world of Caraxis from the air. They always had. Their cities floated. Their patrols hovered. Their armies never touched the sand. Caraxis was a planet of iron dust and magnetized storms. The storms came without warning. They bent compasses. They fried circuits. They tore unshielded machines from the sky. The Sandlords believed they had mastered it, or they were wrong. The human called Elias Ward arrived alone. His transport was rejected by the planetary authority. No hover clearance. No aerial docking. No orbital escort. They forced him to land far from the city spires. Deep in the open desert, the Sandlords watched from above. They laughed because Elias did not unload a hover vehicle. He did not assemble a crawler. He did not summon drones. He unloaded an old machine. Steel plates scarred by age. Treads wide and heavy. An engine that roared instead of hummed. A tank, a tracked. Ground vehicle. Obsolete, primitive, laughable. The Sandlords broadcast his arrival on open channels. Look at the ground, dweller, dragging iron chains across sacred sand. He brings a relic. He brings weakness. Their nobles mocked him openly. Their children laughed. Their soldiers recorded it for entertainment. Elias said nothing. He climbed into the tank. He sealed the hatch. He started the engine. The sound rolled across the desert like thunder. The Sandlords flinched, not from fear, from surprise. No machine sounded like that anymore. Elias drove. The tank moved slowly, steadily, unstoppable. Its treads crushed iron sand into compact paths. The magnetized dust clung to the armor, then fell away. The tank did not hover. It did not fight the planet. It embraced it. The Sandlords sent hover patrols to circle him. They stayed high. They stayed fast. They stayed smug until the sky darkened. The storm came fast. A magnetic surge wave. Bright arcs dancing across the clouds. Static screaming through every channel. Hover alarms blared. The Sandlords pulled up. Too late, anti-grav fields destabilized. Control systems froze. Navigation collapsed. Hoverships dropped. Some crashed. Some slammed into dunes. Some spun helplessly and buried themselves. The storm passed as quickly as it arrived. Silence followed. Elias kept driving. His tank never stopped. Inside, the city spires, panic spread. They had never been grounded before. They had never been helpless. The Sandlords ordered emergency launches. More hover units rose. Another storm followed, stronger, worse. This time, even the city platforms trembled. The Sandlords realized something they had forgotten. The storms were not random, they were seasonal, predictable. The humans knew this. Elias reached the outskirts of the capital. The great floating gates loomed. Above him, he stopped. He opened the external. Speakers, I request. Audience, the Sandlords answered with laughter. You stand beneath us. You crawl like prey. Leave or be crushed. Elias replied calmly. You cannot crush what you cannot lift. They ordered a precision strike. Hover artillery aligned. Target locked. The storm warning screamed again. Too late. The sky erupted. Magnetic force slammed into the hover cannons. Power cores overloaded. Ships dropped like stones. One smashed directly into the city. The platform tilted. Buildings cracked. The Sandlords screamed, Elias. Advance the tank, fired once, not at the city. At the support pylons holding the outer hover docks, steel collapsed. Hover bays slammed into the sand. For the first time in their history, the Sandlords stood on the ground. They felt the heat, the weight, the instability. They were terrified. Elias halted outside the council chamber. He climbed out of the tank. The Sandlord stared. No armor suit, no weapon raised. Just a man. He spoke clearly. You laughed at my treads. You mocked my machine. You forgot why humans build things that touch the ground. The Sandlords demanded terms. Elias shook his head. Not yet. He gestured to the sky. Another storm approached. Your world hates fragile things. You built everything to float. You forgot how to endure. The storm struck. The remaining city spires failed. Not destroyed, grounded. Massive structures slammed into the sand and locked in place. The city became still. Elias waited until the wind died. Then he spoke again. I came to trade. I came to teach. I came to survive. Your hover empire ends. Today the Sandlords knelt, not because he threatened them, because the planet had already judged them. Over the following cycles humans arrived, not with fleets, with machines, tracked harvesters, grounded habitats, storm-proof reactors. The Sandlords learned. They adapted. They rebuilt their cities on foundations instead of air. Still told the story about the human who arrived with ancient treads, about the storms that obeyed him, about the day laughter fell from the sky. And on Caraxus, the old tank still sits at the edge of the capital, half buried in iron sand. Reminder, the ground remembers, and humanity never forgets how to stand on it. Asterisk.